Hey guys, welcome to KB Tutorials. Now you could see I have started running one script. So it is loading Flipkart and it is entering the mobiles in a search bar. Now you could see here this volume bar, the slider bar is there, right? So that value is getting changed, right? So in this tutorial I am going to show you how we can automate this slider in Selenium WebDriver. So I have taken one script here which is called slider bar automation. So what it is doing is, as of now, it is simply setting the path for the Chrome driver. Then it is loading the Flipkart site. Then in the beginning, when you enter Flipkart, it will ask for that sign up button, right? So I don't want to do that, so I'm just closing that. Then in the search bar I am entering the mobiles and clicking on enter. Okay, so to see till here, let me execute this script as well. Then we'll see how we can automate this slider in Selenium WebDriver. Now you could see it started loading. So Flipkart is loaded, then it will close this button, then enters the mobiles, clicks on enter. Then our target is to do this, right? So it is being a little bit what I can say is a heavy component. I use explicit wait. If you have any doubt, please do check out my website where I have already written an article here. Okay, so this is my article, guys, slider automation. So if you have any issue in terms of code, you can check out this site. Okay, then so first things first, here if you observe this properly, how many, this is nothing but you have to drag and drop, right? So you need to click on it and you need to drag this, right? So this is what we are going to do, drag and drop, but we don't know the target element, right? So we'll use this offset concept to apply this drag and drop. Okay, and also if you observe how this entire slide bar is divided into sub pieces based on the small stars that you could see, small dots you could see, right? So they were close to 12 dots are there, guys. So remember this concept, they were close to 12 dots. Based on that we can identify how we can automate this slider, right? So first of all, as I said, I'll going to use explicit wait. So I'm using WebDriver wait now, is equal to new WebDriver wait of driver. So this is my driver. Then how much time you want to wait. So import this WebDriver wait. Right. Then wait until expected conditions. Expected condition what? I need to click on it in order to drag and drop, right? So expected conditions I can use element clickable, okay, by XPath. This XPath that we are going to build now. Okay, guys. So inspect this. Now you could see this is the element that I am looking for. Simply use div and class is equal to, you could see this one, right? So let me change it till here. Also where it is pointing, it is pointing to this end. So this is correct one. I need this one. So you need to identify the lower end, guys. If you want to automate from the lower side, you need to identify the lower end. If you want to automate from the upper side, you can do that. That I am going to show later in this tutorial. Okay. So XPath, what is your XPath? This is my XPath. Cool. Then web element let's say like low f, let's say give low. Okay, is nothing but um, driver dot find element by xpath. Okay, I have this. Then what? I have the low. Then I need to, in order to drag and drop, I need to know the width of it so that I can drag horizontally. Okay, so just get something like width. Let's use x width here is equal to low dot. Here you have dimensions or size will be there. Get size, then width. This is my width. Okay, using this I am going to apply actions class. So I need actions variable, new actions on which one, driver. So that is my s. So import the actions. Then s dot drag and drop. If you see here, in drag and drop there were two variations. One is source and target, other one is source offset, x offset, y offset. We are not going to use source and target because we exactly don't know the target element. So in this case I'll use the second one. So the source would be the low and target would be like with the width, just multiply it by 3 times. And I am anyhow I am going to apply it horizontally, right? So I don't need the y value, so I just need 0 here. And if you see here, there were 12 dots are there. So when I apply multiply by 3, this will come till here. Okay, then s dot build dot perform. Let me try to run this and see the results. Now you can see the website is loaded properly now. Now you could see this was correctly came, right? From here till the end, till here it came. Okay, so this is how we can do the slider operation. Now if you want to do it from the upper side, okay, how we can do from upper side, that I am going to show now. Simply click on inspect element and this is my upper element, right? So use that, create your own XPath here. So this is my upper element, same concept here. This is my XPath, copy this and paste this. Okay, then let me increase this time here. Then once I have this, again I need to get the width, but the only thing is like for the lower end you are dragging towards the positive side of the x-axis, whereas for the upper side you are dragging towards the negative side of the x-axis. So you need to just give minus symbol here. Okay, so again get the width. Let me use the similar function. Let me use this entire code here. Let me use width as, let's give something like u width, that is upper width. Okay, I already have actions, so my variable is upper is my variable. Sorry, I need to identify the way, I need to give this variable also, right? Let me use upper, and this is my x path. So this is my upper variable, guys. Then I am getting the width of that slider bar here. Then that I am going to use here upper, and width is nothing but u width here, u width, and I need to give minus before to it because simply it is dragging towards the negative side of the x-axis, right? So now let me try to run this and show you the output how it is coming. Now you could see I started executing. Now the x-axis positive side is completed from the lower side, but from the upper side it is not responding. Let's see, it executed. Okay, so when you get this here, when you completed the first one, just give more time here. So I'll use thread dot sleep here, dot sleep of something like this, and let's see the output. Is it correctly given or not? Okay, let me see the output here. This should work. Since it is a slider bar, will take more time. Maybe that could be an issue. Let's see. Now you could see x-axis completed, and also now you could see this one, the next one also, it executed properly, right? So because of this time it came like this. And don't forget, like when you are doing from the top side, that means from the higher end of the slider bar, you need to use the negative symbol. When you are doing from the lower end of the slider bar, use the positive. Okay, and using width we can achieve this. Okay, I have multiplied by 3, right? You can multiply it by 4, not a big deal. Here let me multiply it by 4, let me multiply it by 2. Let's see the output. This is also the same thing. I just gave, like here there were 12 are there, so based on that you can apply this multiplication. Okay, so I hope it's really informative for you guys. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. And also please do check out my website, guys, that is kbtutorials.in, where I post lots of articles. So I hope it's informative for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. As you can see here, it got automated properly. Thank you.